Good morning, everyone. Um, Today is February 2nd, 2026, and we are walking to our spot to read our Bible. I just wanted to stop real quick to say I can't really show you the time, but it's 6:36 a.m. Got the moon over there, and we barely have the sun peeking over. So, up before a lot of people, let's just get some time with God. So, couple yards away from where I'm gonna sit. But I just felt this morning that it would be good for me to I woke up at 5:50 or something, and I just thought, what else am I gonna do other than homework? So I'm gonna come read my Bible to you guys. Let me just get over this place. This little shack we're gonna be sitting in. Okay. Here we go. Let's read through Proverbs. Let's read through Proverbs 1. Try to do the proverb of the day. Alright, here we go. Those are the Proverbs of Solomon, David's son, king of Israel. Their purpose is to teach people wisdom and discipline, to help them understand the insights of the wise. So the purpose of Proverbs is to teach people to get better wisdom and discipline. And that's one thing that Proverbs is all about. So there's 31 chapters of Proverbs. So what a ton of people do is they like to have monthly session, like daily sessions every month where they read a proverb of the day. So today's the February 2nd. I would be reading Proverbs 2. Alright, let's continue. Their purpose is to teach people to live disciplined and successful lives, to help them do what is right, just, and fair. These proverbs will give insight to the simple, knowledge and discernment to the young. Let the wise listen to these proverbs and become even wiser. Let those with guidance understanding receive guidance. By exploring the meaning in these proverbs and parables, the words of the wise and their riddlers. Fear of the Lord is the foundation of true knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. So this is one thing that I personally have a problem with. Not a problem with, but I struggle with. It's discipline. I am not very disciplined. I don't stay routined enough to be considered disciplined. So that can be as easy as going to the gym every day, 6 times a week. I struggle with that. I might get maybe 3 or 4 days in a week. So that's one thing personally that I need to work on. Another thing is fear of the Lord. That's one thing I've gotten stronger at. But if you don't fear the Lord, then you should fear the creator of the world. He created you. He can get rid of you in an instant, make you never exist. You should fear that. You should be afraid what is going to happen when you die. You should be like, I don't understand how people can just live their lives not knowing what's going to happen to them tomorrow if they die. So just fearing the Lord and just always being for him and with him is a big thing. A father's exhortation, acquiring wisdom. My children, listen when your father corrects you. Don't neglect your mother's instruction. What you learn from them will crown you with grace and be a chain of honor around your neck. Your parents, most of the time. Now my parents are this way. But most parents, you shouldn't neglect. Your mother and father know so much more than you, and you need to understand that. Like, they brought you into this world through God, and they are supposed to raise you to be Christians and being sons or daughters of God. So just listening to them, and if it's not a mother or father, listening to a close friend, somebody who's older than you, who's wiser than you, who's been through a lot more of these struggles, they will help lead you to the light. My child, if sinners entice you, turn your back on them. They may say, "Come and join us. Let's hide and kill someone. Just for fun, let's ambush the innocent. Let's swallow them alive like the grave. Let's swallow them whole like those who go down to a pit of death. Think of the great things we'll get. We'll fill our houses with all the stuff we'll take. Come, throw in your loot with us. We'll all share the loot. My child, don't go along with them. Stay far away from their paths. They rush to commit evil deeds. They hurry to commit murder. If a bird sees a trap set, it knows to stay away. But these people set an ambush for themselves. They are trying to get themselves killed. Such is the fate of all who are greedy for money. It robs them of life." There's two things I want to acknowledge here. One, if there's people pulling you away from Christ in your life, leave them. You have to. Christ is the only thing you should be living for. He is the reason you're on this planet. He's the reason your friends are on this planet. And if they don't see that, you need to plant the seed, and then you need to get out, because they are damaging your relationship with God and making you do unholy things, whether that be partying, whether that be having premarital sex, whether anything. Just, you need to get away from that. A second thing, people who are greedy for money. God calls us to help the helpless and the poor. So, yes, it's okay to save money, because if you have college like I'm in, I need to save money for college for the next year. But at the same time, I should be getting maybe a meal for someone every so often to help them out, because they ultimately can't help themselves as much as I can help myself. So just being there for others, whether it even be a friend, doing something kind for someone. Just do something kind for someone every day, and it eventually builds, and then you get stronger in your faith, and people start to help you, and I wonder why they help you why you help people all the time, and then you can then share your faith with them. Wisdom shouts in the streets. She cries out in the public square. She calls to the crowds along the main street, to those gathered in front of the city gate. How long, you simpletons? Will you insist on being simple-minded? How long will you mockers relish your mocking? How long will you fools hate knowledge? Come and listen to my counsel. I'll share my heart with you and make you wise. I called you so often, but you wouldn't come. I reached out to you, but you paid no attention. You ignored my advice and rejected the correction I offered. So I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock you when disaster overtakes you, when calamity overtakes you like a storm, and when disaster engulfs you like a cyclone, and anguish and distress overwhelm you. When they cry for help, I will not answer, though they anxiously search for me. They will not find me, for they hated knowledge and chose not to fear the Lord. They rejected my advice and paid no attention when I corrected them. Therefore they must eat the bitter fruit of living their own way, choking on their own schemes, for simpletons turn away from me to death. Fools are destroyed by their own complacency, but all who listen to me will live in peace, untroubled by fear of harm. So, what God's trying to say here is, if you're not living a life for God, then you're going to be left alone forever. If you don't have God in your life, when you die, you will not go to heaven. When you die, God will have his back turned on you. So, that there is supposed to help you to just fear the Lord a little bit. You should realize that he is greater than you, and that you aren't perfect, and you need to understand that, and you need to go to him. Guys, I hope this got to you on a good day, maybe even a bad day, but so just just do something good for someone today. That's what I would say your goal should be today. Fear the Lord, trust in Him, and bless Him. That's all the encouragement I have to say for today. Again, guys, it's super early, but honestly, God's creation at this hour, just seeing it, it's beautiful. Just take a minute to reflect on your day, and hope you have a good one. Bye. Have a blessed day.